Hey everybody. Okay. I'm making some changes in my mealworm system here. Okay. I have determined that the wooden frame is virtually useless. The mealworms were crawling on it. The beetles were crawling up on it. It really served no purpose. I mean, I had my doubts to begin with, but I figured, this guy, he's been raising mealworms a lot longer than I have, and, maybe he knows what he's doing. Well, maybe it works for him, doesn't work for me. So I'm taking this off. Okay. What I've done, this is the bottom of the bin that had the wood base on, okay, is I've traced out where I want the tabs to be for securing to another lid, okay? You see that? And I have also cut out 2 places to put screening on the lid for this beetle bin that's under here. This beetle bin right here. Okay, so that's I'm going to cut this out, and if I have time, I will get this ready for another lid. Okay, don't know if I have time, but I got this much, and I'm going to go at it now. I cut the bottom out of the bin that had the wood attached to it, okay? So, and you can see there's still a screw hole right there. Anyways, okay, so I cut that out with the tabs for making my glue rivets, okay? And then I took the cutout from the bottom and I used it as a template, okay, as a stencil. I put it over top of the lid, see it kind of fit in there, and then I traced around it with a marker, okay? And so now I have, because every tab's going to be different, okay? So now I have a guide to follow for cutting this out, and then it should fit the bottom of that tub, okay? So I am working on melting this out with the soldering iron, and I will show you when I go to put this all together. Okay? Okay, people. Let me see here. I'm right-handed and I'm holding this thing in my left. Okay. Putting the screen on the bottom of the bin that I cut the bottom out of. Okay. And how I do it is, let me see if I can do this. I should have brought the tripod up and I didn't. Okay, I have the glue gun, I have the screen on, and then I shoot the hot glue through the screen, okay? And there's a little lip that was created by using the soldering iron to melt this with. So I'm putting the glue right around on that lip. Okay, just kind of shooting it in there, okay, and that's what seems to hold it the worst, and it go all the way around, okay, all the way around is how I do this, okay, and it tends to hold pretty good, okay, so hopefully you can see that, and I'll get back to you after I'm done, okay. Okay, there, it took only a few minutes for me to go all the way around. And what I do is I do the tabs, put a little bit of glue on the tabs first, okay, to kind of get it in place so I can get it fairly taut. I go from one side to the other side, okay, and then, when I get the tabs, 2 tabs here done, then I go along the edge in between, okay, and I go along, I just straighten out the screen and keep it fairly taut, okay, not too much tension, but at least so that it's fairly level. And then I cut the excess off at the end, I might have cut that a little closer than I like, but I think it'll work. Okay, so that's the bottom. Okay, now I've got to get the lid that I cut out. Oh, I got to plug in the soldering iron because I need that for the next thing. Alrighty, be back in. Okay, what I did is it just took the soldering iron, okay, and just at the tabs, just like poked a hole through to it. Just goes through. You want to go through the screen as well, okay? You just poke a hole till it just goes through the tab, okay? Now my tabs are not perfect. They don't meet up perfectly. Where's the one? This one right here is really bad. Where is it? Right there. Okay, this one is bigger than the one underneath. You know, but you just do the best you can, okay? Now, what I gotta do is turn it over, okay, because I don't want the glue dripping out on the top, okay, because this is the side that the worms are going to be in. I want to take my glue gun and go through each hole, okay, and make a little bead of glue, okay. Just I'm going to go through each hole here, there, okay, each hole with each tab. Okay, here we have the two pieces attached, okay, and I said I drilled the holes with the soldering iron through each tab, okay, and then I took the hot glue gun and I put a little dimple inside each tab, okay. Be careful that you don't run it all the way through, okay, just a little bit, okay. Cap that little hole off, okay, and then I turned it over and I checked each one to make sure that we had good glue, okay. Add a little bit more glue. You're forming like a rivet, okay, like a glue rivet, okay, for each hole, okay. And then, since this is not perfect, it's not machine done, it's hand done, the joints are not perfect, what I did is I took my glue gun and I went around the edge, and I filled in any gaps that there might be, because the lid and the bottom of the bin don't match exactly right. Okay, so I went all the way around the side with the glue gun just to make a seal. I'm using the glue as like a seal, okay, a caulking. And then I went back on this side, flipped it over, and I went back and I checked. Like, there's a couple of tabs that didn't meet up perfectly, like right here, okay, you see. Hopefully you can see. Tilt that up a little bit. See, the one underneath was a little bit bigger than the one on top. So I filled that in because, you know, we're talking, what's supposed to be going through here? The frass. And I don't want that staying up here. This is a grow out bin. This is for the worms to grow and poop, and all the frass is going to go underneath. And the frass is what's good, is supposed to be very good fertilizer for your garden. Okay, so that's how I make my bins. And let me see, bottom one. All these cutouts now. Alrighty, that's my bin. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do, if I have time, is get the lid and cut the tops out and put screen in. So, and that's a no-brainer. I'm pretty sure you can figure that out. But anyway, that's how I put my bins together for my mealworms. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful to somebody. No wood, no screws. I guess you could get little screws with washers. You know, maybe that would be more secure. I don't know. So far, this has worked pretty good for me. Okay? All right. Talk to you later.